There is apparently something that you can comment on YouTube that can crash any video somehow. Hello and welcome back to the Weather Channel, and it appears that we have another nice day of this is not adding up in the forecast. From dawn till dusk, it's just gonna be nothing but that. It's not making sense all day long. I'm your chief meteorologist. I'm your chief meteorologist, Dallas, aka Infurness. And yes, this is another YouTube mystery. We have a message that you can apparently comment, which will crash any video, meaning you can't play the video anymore, and even for other people, they won't be able to play the video just by commenting something. Now, before you get super excited, I have something else that's exciting to share with all of you, and that's the fact that we actually got a sponsorship. And if you're interested in mobile games, then you're gonna love this one. Thanks to Star Trek Fleet Command for sponsoring this video. Star Trek Fleet Command is a free-to-play mobile action game. It's an open-world strategic MMO, and it's available for iOS and Android. In this game, you can choose to be the ultimate hero or villain of the Star Trek galaxy, running your own fleet to take control over it and gain the power. My favorite part of the game is that you can play alongside with millions of other players, unlock unique ships, characters, and customize your own perfect ship as well. Everything that you can imagine about this game, from the characters, space stations, and a story-driven mission system. Every aspect of this universe will be controlled by you, and the outcome by your own decisions. It's a really compelling gameplay experience, and it's definitely addicting as well. You can get straight into it by going to the link in my description and downloading the game for free on both iOS or Android, and you're definitely not going to regret it. Wow, I just can't believe it. We actually did it. No, we didn't just land on the moon, or go to Mars. We got a sponsorship. That's almost as impressive as single-handedly discovering this YouTube glitch, which thanks to this anonymous emailer, I have to say, a round of applause. It's not every day that you can find some exploit which can be something as crazy. There's only been one real other example of someone finding something like that, and I do believe that it had something to do with being able to delete all videos on the platform, but instead of actually becoming Megamind about it, they just reported it, and in compensation got like basically a pat on the back and like a free ice cream cone. Like seriously, this dude just saved your entire company, and you're like, yeah, here's some allowance money. Go buy yourself some candy at the donut shop. But this time, well, I don't know if I'm gonna be as lucky, or this submitter will be as lucky, because, well, we have something that's almost as cool. So I'm not sure how this person found out that this was a thing, but it turns out that this particular line of code, or words, all put together, once commented on any YouTube video, will be able to shut down any video's player on the watch page, basically sometimes even crashing the whole page itself, so you can't even watch the video anymore. And this happens, supposedly, when you open up the comments, as it's always the last to load in a video page unless you just never scroll down. Or if you have just a really thick browser, and it just opens the whole comment section up anyways when you click a video, well, you're extra screwed. This line of text will make the loader crash the whole page, and even crash it for other people who see the comment. So thankfully, this is the message. It happens to be like this, so that I can safely talk about it without it becoming some huge epidemic thanks to this video. And then I'd really get spanked by someone high up in YouTube. But here we go with it. It's, well, that. And you know what? At first glance, I'm not sure if this is going to hit home. But this really reminds me of something very interesting, and it's called, well, I don't know what it's actually called, but it goes way back to 2015, and it has to do with iPhones, Apple. You had a message which became somewhat viral. But no one knows the origin of it, same thing. No one knows who found it and why. It had effective power in the beginning and some random voodoo message below it. And if you were to send this to anyone's iPhone, you would instantaneously crash the phone. And sometimes there were rumors of different variations of this message crashing someone's device, and they would never be able to ever turn it back on. So they would just basically have a permanently bricked iPhone. And really this kind of went dry after a couple of days and everyone forgot about it and no one mentioned it for like the last 7 years or something like that. Well, I'm mentioning it, alright? Because this is uncannily similar, but I'm pretty much 100% sure that they would probably have fixed that text message thing at this point. So, here's where it gets interesting. Even on other accounts, testing out this comment on a test video, once the comment section loads, it crashes the page. Even on an incognito tab, even on a VPN, the same thing will happen no matter what. So that proves that anyone who sees a comment in or loads the comment section with a comment with this message in there will have their whole page crashed. And if they try to reload, the same thing will happen if they see the comments again. So theoretically, as the emailer in this situation pointed out, if you were to do this on any somewhat popular video, you could make it basically unplayable to anyone, as long as they were to just load the comment section. As long as the comment section were to load. And then they put in their personal theory, that is that it may be the loader getting overworked by combining too many characters just into one comment, but it works each time on any video. Doing my own investigation, it turns out that, from what I can see, there's 2 different dialects in all of these 3 lines. There's 3 lines, and what I can see with my own 2 eyeballs is the fact that it reads HF loader, and then redundant, also known as redundant, and then below that, just some random gibberish. The middle line, redundant, happens to be Zolgo text, but trying this out myself, because I was lucky to be copied and pasted the exact example from the original finder of this mystery, it turns out that this actually is something that works and crashes any video page, but on certain browsers, like Microsoft Edge, I'll have to give them a point for this one. Finally, they're no longer 0 and 100. It would only crash the YouTube video loader, but the page would still be responsive. On Chrome, well, the whole entire page turned into an icicle, and you couldn't do anything. You would also get an unresponsive tab from Google Chrome. But what I also found out was the fact that as long as the redundant part of this message was above the fold of read more, that's what would crash the comment section every time you would load it. If it was below, or if the redundant was taken out, it wouldn't crash. And even if you just put the redundant part in there, it would crash and make the same effect. So, something about the rest of the message is, well, kind of, well, redundant. If you were to go on any video, technically, if you had this exact, like, copy-paste or of the exact redundant thing, and paste it in there, anyone who would see the video accidentally loads the comments. It doesn't even matter if they see the comments. If you just were to scroll down, set it to newest first, anything, you would instantly have your whole life crashed. So that's a pretty interesting predicament. I have to say that I personally haven't seen anything like that before, and really the fact that this person just found that, I have to ask, how exactly did you find that? What were you just doing? Is this what you go around doing, just typing this with your face or something, comments, and you just happen to stumble upon something like that? My own test videos were also done in different NordVPN locations, and this would be a great time to have a double sponsorship section, but no, I'm not gonna push my luck. And on every single location, the effect was the exact same. So could you imagine, there's already a frick ton of comment bots, and YouTube's comment section is already in the bin, bro. Let's just say someone put together a bot which had this exact, like, message, and they just basically said, okay, go out and just copy paste this 1,000,000 times across all these videos and spam this in every single comment section. And then all you would see in every comment section is just this, but you wouldn't see it because every video on YouTube would crash. Now this is a devastating thing, so I don't know how exactly to go about fixing this, or if I should just laugh about it and be like, huh, that's great and funny, hopefully nothing completely destroys the website or anything like that. So, in the meantime, I could say thanks for watching this video. It would be interesting to see if anyone has any other answers on this in the meantime. You could reach out to me with that or any other mysterious things you find with my official email address, as usual. My name is Dallas, aka Infurness, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Thetekkitrealm. Goodbye.